Hey, world builders, welcome back to Build Together. This is day 242. Today's prompt is, what is a unique form or medium of art in your world? And this comes from the Wanderer in the Discord. So I decided to go back over to doing some Yahti world building. That is the moon of Etovia because there are people that live there. And I decided to do orchid sculpting because I already have sort of a unique art form on Etovia itself. Orchid sculpting is a very old traditional art in the Yahti, or Pafsitos, as its locals call it. But it has not been practiced really in the current Lagi, which is the current age of Yahti. The current age is Olatimos. The art form strictly uses petals of the platinum orchid as its medium. Now, there are a few examples of this where people have used the stems of the flowers, but this is generally sort of seen as illegitimate or not true to the art form, or even kind of like scoffing at the art form a little bit. This art form in of itself requires decades of experience to truly become even at all generally skilled at it, or really even able to make something that looks like anything, because there are all these intricate patterns and techniques to weave all of these petals together within one another to create a structure. And one of the really interesting and beautiful things about orchid sculpting is that no matter what you make, it's fleeting. And part of the art form is this idea. An orchid sculpture will not last more than 48 hours at the most, and generally will fall apart before then because as the petals begin to swiftly wilt, the structural integrity that is already very delicately balanced completely gives away, and you just end up very soon with a pile of slowly browning petals on the floor. Now, in the Platinum Palace where Hikari herself lives, there are 32 preserved orchid sculptures, but they are not preserved in the sense of like cast in resin or anything like that. They are preserved via what is called light exauci machina, which are these little machines that effectively take in three-dimensional data and then re-emit it, re-project it. So you can think a hologram. Each is made by a different sculptor of great renown, and each has the name of that sculptor underneath it. And all of these sculptors were granted access to the Axiom. They were all given the right to Dragonfall. And the most famous of these is a portrait of Hikari herself, this colossal sculpture of petals that is this perfect S dragon curve to it, and then like ends in her beautiful head, which has these like petal like fronds off of the back, and it is truly a masterpiece to behold. What is unique form or medium of art in your world? Thanks for building together.